The Dragon Ball cope finally paid off.
Nano! Dude, we took a
time.
budget hit, bro. We took a insane budget hit right now.
Man.
Not to the audio listeners. In fact, the audio listeners, you're getting the same old show.
You are, but those of you on YouTube, you know what, man? One of these days, Kimo's get to a point where we got a PJ. That'll just fly over. You know, we'll record real quick, and then he's back home before dinner.
How many? If we get enough key members that I'm flying in a private jet, there ain't gonna be no DotoDoya no more, bro. Like it's just gonna be Key Moments, the show, bro. It'll just that continuous podcast.
Anyways, Doto, dude, here's the thing, man. There's actually a lot going on with Dragon Ball. Like, it's not just the cope. Probably a lot of people think
it's a lot of news,
but it's a lot. So we've got fighters news, we've got general game news since the last time we discussed. We have multiple anime announcements and even maybe some more cope to add to that some of you guys probably have not seen. Doto, we got to start with it. People have been asking for it. They got to hear it. Fighters is actually back. We've discussed this for 2 years on this so many times on this podcast, and we talked about fighters, and I've laid this up to you to be like, what about another season pass, you know? And it's like, it's actually maybe happening. It's only one character right now. Doto, how are we feeling?
I mean, the one character is more than I ever realistically thought we were going to get anyway. So the cope it's continuing, and it's never been easier to continue. I was watching that, I don't even remember where it was. Oh, Evo France or something. Yeah. Dude, the news, the character reveal, they didn't now. I'm not going to lie. Daima Goku was a pick, bro. I like it, though. I feel like it's like the most future forward like pick possible. Like we're skipping over Beast, which, dude, the only times I get sad is what if there isn't another season pass and Dragon Ball game historians are going to forever wonder why the fuck is Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku in this but not Beast Gohan.
So
and
can I detract from the hype for just a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's super weird. It's super weird to me. Again, you got to remember, Key Moments, original Daima takes were actually mostly positive, even though people were gaslighting us and making it feel like we hated it for some reason. And people, the Daima lovers, have really attached themselves to this SSJ 4 announcement and basically saying like, this is the new SSJ 4, which, to be fair, like the representation on Battle Hour and on like some of the key arts and stuff, they're not including a GT SSJ 4 anymore. It is the Daima SSJ 4. But like,
I think we're about to disagree.
A lot of people are acting like Daima SSJ 4 is like this penultimate moment that's what brought fighters back. And to me, I don't know, you know, to me, I feel like Beast hits a higher high than the Daima SSJ 4 did. Like, if there was one to revive it, so that's what's interesting to me personally. If you ask, I don't know actually. And not to distract too much, but if you had to choose, which design do you like better, Daima SSJ 4 or Beast Gohan?
Design wise, well, I'm not gonna lie, I do still need to see Beast Gohan in 2D, bro. Like how they draw him.
That's my yeah, dude.
Because otherwise, it is kind of like bland. Like it's not really all. I mean, it's cool. I was never a Beast hater. When Beast came out, there was Beast haters.
Yeah, there
I was not. Maybe when I saw remember the initial leaks. When I saw the initial leak, I was like, what the fuck? But that was the worst possible angle where nothing was happening. The one where he's just standing there chilling in Beast.
And his hair looks just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely out of this fucking world. I'm like, that will never look cool. But it always looks cool except for that one shot. But I like Daima Super Saiyan 4. I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to say like GT Super Saiyan 4 is getting replaced and you didn't agree that he actually is getting replaced.
Oh no, I definitely do think he's getting replaced. It's just
okay, good. I thought we were gonna have a disagreement on this show for once, but no, they that
dude,
picture.
I was like, so you keep saying that, but then when I read the comments and I've listened to some of our pods, I'm like, wait, we disagree on stuff all the time. Like,
never in a big way, bro. It is always us getting jumped together,
dude. You said you didn't like web wings, and I am very against that. Web wings. Cool.
Never mind, bro. If you think web wings are cool, then never mind. That is fucking gross. Web wings are fucking disgusting. I will never know why people. Let's not even get into it because I could.
Yeah, let's. I didn't want to.
I could rain on web wings for 4 fucking hours. That is nasty as shit.
Oh, dude. Oh, man, dude. There's so much I want to talk to you about. But anyway, let's get back to fighters. But all I want to say is that, like, it is. I didn't see all these Daima Glazers until now, and they're using this fighters announcement with using SSJ 4 Adult Goku as like Daima being, I don't know, the second coming of Christ or something. And I'm like, I mean, it's really cool. It's really cool that fighters is back. It is just interesting that that's what they chose to be the thing that brought it back.
I feel like I'm missing out on whatever subsection you saw. I didn't really see y'all too. I think it's just because I was so in the fighters mindset. I didn't even really see Dragon Ball fan, etc's reaction.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. Granted, we're filming this, like 3 weeks after the announcement, so I'm not.
Yeah, no, this episode's going up pretty fast after we record this, so yes. we're not like behind the times there. We're talking about this in past tense, but yeah, no, I mean, I like it just because it brings fighters way into the modern age. Like, this is some shit that I never even Beast. I always made the joke, screen cracks, I guess it's my turn. Like, I could see that in my head, plus the mods, but I never had the faintest hope of a dream of seeing, because Nano, it's fucking fighter. You know that Ultimate's going to look good. I want to see the three shadow, like the demon worlds. What if the destructive finish, you know how it like blows through the demon worlds? What if it blows across the stages? Oh, I don't even know how they would do that, but that would be sick.
Man, I love how like much you think. I didn't even think about that aspect of it. I like how much you're thinking about it. What is the intro's got to be to go even further beyond, right? Like the end.
Dude, I think so. People were shitting on me because I said, "Oh, we know the victory screen's got to be," and I did like the pose. But people were like, "No, that's the intro." I'm like, that's such a. Where's the hold on the pose, bro? It's got to be the finish.
Yeah, no. The intro, I feel like the most iconic thing, like when I get suggested AMVs when I'm scrolling, like reels and stuff, is literally the transformation part. Like it is the to go even further beyond part. Which, by the way, the edits I'm seeing, Doto, not to bring up, open old wounds or whatever, but it ain't one more bonus.
Did you ask me? Is this? You asked me to record this podcast because you wanted to shit on Daima a little bit, bro? Like you say you don't want to open old wounds. You keep pecking at him, bro.
Listen, I've most of this is just playful fun. I'm actually really excited for him. So let's just go ahead. Let's just be real. Multiple patches at this point, right? Like a new patch just went live this week, correct?
Yeah, but it was like a bug fix thing. But yes.
But still, like this game is getting more spotlight in the last 3 weeks than it's had in the last like 2.5 years, 3 years or something, right? Like, I mean, this is crazy.
You know what? You know what's been gaslighting me, and I'm so gaslit, Nano, that I'm gonna say I'm only 99% sure. Because like you're saying, you got a lot of patches. They've also been doing a lot of ads on Twitter for the game, and this shit gaslit the fuck out of me because people have been. I think people got confused. Even Rhyme messaged me and was confused. I think maybe I'm remembering that wrong.
You're right. You're talking about the voice lines, aren't you?
Yes, because people are like, wait, they're adding new scenarios in? Like the specific one I commented on, I'm pulling it up now, but it was Nappa and Gotenks. They were like, they're adding a Nappa Gotenks scenario? What the fuck? I'm like, guys, this is just from the start. They're just doing an ad.
Nobody played that story mode.
Yeah, I know. And I didn't play it either. I only know from like when I would go grab cutscenes in YouTube videos. So literally, I'm like, guys, I'm pretty sure that's in the game. I've pulled thumbnails from this interaction. They're like, no, there's only 3 scenarios. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. But then I didn't play it, so I'm like, I don't know. And then yes, also what you're saying, the interactions, they're like, they're adding new interactions. I'm like, no, these are like the first one they tweeted out was Bardock versus Frieza. I'm like, guys, this has been in the game since the beginning of the game. I don't like. I was so gaslit. I was like, wait, what? I don't understand. I don't understand. But yes, I'm 99% sure that those ads are just ads that are about what's in the game already, not new stuff that's coming.
Dude, speaking of this, I just want to bring this up. Iron listened to one of our podcasts, and he messaged and goes, wait, bro, Doto's never played the fighter story. I guess we mentioned this on a podcast, and I was like, why would he? Like, that story mode's pretty rough. I've not even made it through that story mode. Like that story mode is not very fun, really. But I was just funny that he was shocked that you had not played the fighter story mode, and I'm like, I don't think he's trying to waste his time on that, bro. He's trying to get out there and throw hands with real people, man. Like,
yeah, absolutely not. Full disclosure, most story modes in fighting games are absolute fodder, trash ass. What is the fun of a fighting game if I'm not beating a human being? Like, where's the fun in beating a bot? Man. Unless they're like a super hard bot that's like a challenging like boss fight. Like, just to throw this out there, the only fun single player story mode is also the only fighting game that I really don't even fuck with that much, and that's Mortal Kombat.
I'll say,
because you get Shao Kahn fights
like this, okay? Like,
no, but that's what I'm saying is their story modes are actually pretty fun. Because yeah, I just feel like they do it the best. It's like a fun little story. You get the fun fights, and then you get like Shao Kahn mini bosses. Like, damn, this shit hard as hell. That's fun. Fighter story mode, I ain't playing that bullshit, bro. What the fuck? Man. I'm not playing that.
So okay, so with all that to build towards, especially you mentioning them tweeting all the videos of the conversations and stuff like that, and also it doesn't help by the way they word it, because they do word it in a way that makes it seem like, oh, this is a new Bardock interaction, right? Like, but anyway, all that to say, we're full in on this SSJ4 Daima They did not get ArcSys back in the studio to make only one new character, right? I fear that they did. I don't want to give them too much credit, but also I'm full cope. And even if they didn't, even if they didn't sign them on, I hope that so many people buy this DLC that is irrefutable proof that they need to just do it again. Like, they just need to do more. So I'm all in. Yeah, I'm all in. So if they were to do another season pass, who's your picks? Who's your pick? I know
Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Gammas. How many characters you want? I'll give it to you right now.
You can have 5.
Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, Gammas. I'll just get both in one. I don't think we have androids. Never mind. But Gammas. What else do I want?
Or sorry, Videl.
Yeah, a little bit. That'd probably be more like that. Now I got to get quirky with it. You know, give me Turles and give me.
Dang, he's not saying Raditz.
Well, because that's selfish. I would want Raditz, but why the fuck?
Dude, give me ArcSys Majin Vegeta, please, man.
Oh, Super Buu. Hell no. Majin Vegeta maybe, but we need Super Buu. Like, actually, Super Buu's like the one that got away, I think.
Ah, man, dude. Majin Vegeta done by ArcSys would look so good, man.
I've been having fun playing Fighter. It's insane. Like, playing Fighters for my YouTube channel again is nostalgic, bro. Like, it's just been what a save, bro, to get me over 1 million subs. Did you like right at the finish line to come back?
Yeah, you are almost there, dude. I'm
at 997 as of recording and shit. Probably as of upload, bro. But shit, bro.
You're gonna
Fighters came back.
You're gonna hand deliver me 1 million DotoDoya merch, right?
I'm definitely not gonna do that. It seemed kind of hard. Like, what you did seemed kind of hard.
No, dude, it was a little tough. I will not lie. But okay. Anyways, I am personally on the side that I don't think this is it. That was mostly where I was trying to go with the Daima SSJ4. I think Daima SSJ4 is really cool. But I would go out on a limb to say, like, if they're bringing him back, it's not just for him. So that ultimately, that was where I was trying to go earlier with the whole Daima discussion, and everyone just acting like he, for some reason, is just this, I don't know. Because, like, my experience with him in Legends is he actually did not do that well for viewership. I still don't know that Daima necessarily cracked a lot of the newer heads, the super heads and stuff like that, which, again, as we mentioned, a 10-year-old that watched Daima growing up is now a 20-year-old. Sorry, Super growing up, like year one of Super, is now a 20-year-old. So let's let that say. By the way, as of this month, next month, November, do you realize the Xbox 360 turns 20?
I did not. The
Xbox 360.
Although, I mean, I can feel the years. Yeah.
I always feel like them tweets when they're like, "This looks like a PS2 game," bro. As a physical game collector, I've put some 360 games in recently, and I've been looking at them on the 360, not with the whole Series X up-res junk. I'm like, you don't remember what even 360 games look like when you're calling this a PS2 game, because, like, I used to think that looked so amazing, but, it is starting to show its age, especially when you throw a game like Ghost of Yotei on an OLED, and you're like, holy shit. And then you go look at a 2006 360 game, and you're like, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I just remember this looking a little bit better, like Oblivion.
I mean, for me, honestly, frame rates has always been my big thing, but when I used to think, when I put in Gears of War 3 for the first time, when I played that beta that you got with Bulletstorm, so people know I'm a real one, I was like, wow, this is gaming. I remember this was years ago now. I put Gears of War 3 on an Xbox 360 and I was like, oh, this looks fucking horrendous. This shit is awful.
Yeah, the colors are real dull. Like really dull.
Dull. It moved like ass. Like I don't know. It just looked horrendous. It looked horrible.
That game was in that era where every game had the same similar like color palette. Like every game had like that color palette around that era.
To be fair though, people always say that. That's the Gears of War aesthetic to me. Like the Mad World, bro. Like that's their aesthetic. Other people just copied their whole fucking flow.
I agree with that. Yeah. All right. Anyways, Fighters, it's essentially back. Looking forward to Battle Hour next year. Right now, it's just
this is the most hype Battle Hour of all time.
Yeah. Especially with what we're also getting into right now. Before I talk about that, though, just want to let you guys know new bonus content is live dropping with this podcast. Where Doto, I somehow convinced you to play PT on the IRL setup. So
pretty dark and scary in there.
We played for a long time, so that's like an extra lengthy bonus piece of content available right now. If you become a key member, clicking join on YouTube or going to patreon.com/keymoments, you save a couple bucks by going to the Patreon side of things. But you also get access to our exclusive longer podcast with the guests recently. You guys, the guest episodes have been received really well, Doto. Incredibly well. One of our best podcasts to date, honestly, in terms of viewership. So thank you guys for the support on those. Thank you guys for the supports of being key members and all of that. And yeah, check out the PT bonus video, which I'm very excited to see the finished product as well. So shout out Toasty on that. Doto, the insane news that we got just a couple weeks ago dropped just out of nowhere. I don't know if they were trying to get ahead of potential leaks or whatever, but there's going to be a Dragon Ball Genki Dama Matsuri, just Spirit Bomb Festival, being held on January 25th, 2026. So barely like 3 months, not barely, less than 3 months out from right now.
Yeah, no, it's really close. Which is, and I know there's going to be people like 3 months is close. Bro, this is insanely close for what is going to be like the this is going to be the most exciting day to be a Dragon Ball fan in who knows how many years, bro.
Years.
Like, I think it's going to beat out any movie, like singular announcement. I think it's going to beat, because this is going to beat out any just movie. So superhero and Broly was pretty exciting when it was like, oh, Broly's coming back. I think it's even going to beat that out. Like, this is going to be the best day. We are so back, bro. I don't know about you, Nano. When I saw this news, I just felt the weight of every legal battle they've been fighting behind the scenes crumble all at once, bro. I think it's finally over.
I think so too. If somehow you've not seen this, it's going to be a special stage held on that day. And the three main things that are super important from that day is there's a 45-minute block that is a new development super announcement is what they're calling it, which is essentially going to be some sort of anime related announcement, whether that be movie or anime. Then at 11 o'clock, we get a new game announcement, a new game, which, by the way, the official like Dragon Ball Games account retweeted this announcement just to say a new Dragon Ball game project will be unveiled this January during the Dragon Ball Genki Damatsuri event in Japan. And then somehow, Doto, after that announcement, there is a second anime related announcement. There are two anime announcements that day and a game announcement all together. What is going on? Okay, like what do you think's going on, Doto?
What do I think's going on? I you know what? I want to find it. I specifically want to find what I think is going on, because I think Nano, I don't want it to be code, but so much has happened that genuinely, I think it's the best case scenario. I literally think we're getting a movie, Dragon Ball Super 2, with Moro, included.
Yeah.
Like, it's just going to be a continuation, and Xenoverse 3. I think it's going to be the holy trinity. I think they're going to hit every possible one. Is that ridiculous for me to say that?
All right, so the only thing that I'm going to detract from here a little bit, I'm not 100% sold on the Xenoverse 3 announcement yet. Now, here's why. There's one final DLC we know coming to Xenoverse, which is currently slated between, I believe, July and September of next year, which does track on their current sort of like release schedule, because I believe it's been about 11 months since Future 2 came out. So we're filming this literally like a day after the most recent Xenoverse DLC dropped. which was the Future 3 announcement, which is like the sort of Black Frieza kind of thing. They're doing this weird thing, man, where they're like sort of trying to border on the manga stuff, but then they're not. Everyone told me that the Vegeta from DLC 1, I think even you disagreed with me on this, said it looked more like Rose Vegeta, but even one of the poses made him look like Ultra Ego. I straight up do not care. That looked more like Ultra Ego than it did Rose to me. But either way, it was a really cool DLC. All that to say, the thing I've noticed from these games is they don't want you to focus on the next thing too soon before they sell you the first thing, right? And so I just don't know. And here's to say, Xenoverse 3, with all the leaks that we've had, I guess that's the other thing I didn't even bring up to be ready for. Lots of leaks about Xenoverse 3, like tons and tons of leaks about Xenoverse 3. I would just want to believe it's real, and also it would be stupid to not make a Xenoverse 3 at some point, right? I mean, that game has sold over 10 million copies. Like,
yeah, Nano, they're finally doing it. I just want to cut you off to say, like, all of what you just said is more proof to me. They finally, you know how many times I've said on this podcast that Xenoverse is the modern day game formula, that they accidentally stumbled into it. They stumbled into a gold mine, but they forgot to bring pickaxes, bro. This is them coming back. They're coming back with mining equipment, bro. So that update you talked about for Xenoverse 2, that's going to lead into Xenoverse 3. The final boss is going to erase Conton City, blow it up, destroy everything, and then it's going to say to be continued in Xenoverse 3. Thoughts?
I agree. That is what they are setting up. But
they are coming back with a vengeance, bro. This shit is gonna do gangbusters.
My only argument against that is simply that as much as I feel like I've been a whiner of this, of like, where are the Dragon Ball games? There's always Dragon Ball games releasing, right? I mean, the last 12 months we've gotten friggin' Gexen Squadra and Sparking Zero, so it's like there's always another Dragon Ball game. I could see there being a game announcement next January for a game releasing in 2026. And then getting the Xenoverse 3 announcement after that. Now, you know, that's not to say I guess there couldn't be multiple announcements, but I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if this isn't Xenoverse 3, because we're going to get yet another Dragon Ball game next year from somebody. I mean, low key, like we don't talk about it too much like this, but they're kind of doing the Call of Duty formula with Dragon Ball, where they're like letting this guy make, or this company make one, this company make one, and this company make one. And so it's like you've got Spike Chunsoft back in the kitchen making up the Sparking series. You've got friggin' what is the name of the squadra?
No idea.
Gunbarian, I believe, Gunbarion or something like that. You know, you got
that's a Nano question.
The squadra stuff. You've got Dimps, you know, with Legends and Xenoverse. It just, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if it's not Xenoverse, but you might be right. It might be the Holy Trinity. But I am fully backing you. I think it's Super 2. I've saw a lot of people saying they think it'll be a continuation of Daima, because Daima left on a cliffhanger. And I'm here to say, listen, I'm here to say, like, they were in my comments saying, so it was, I responded to a Levi tweet basically saying, like, it's got to be Daima, right? Because it was a cliffhanger. And I was like, the only way that I see it being Daima is if somehow they hadn't settled the legal battles. And then we got some tweets saying they apparently had settled the legal battles. So I just don't see why, if they have the ability to continue Super, why they would go back to Daima personally.
A follow-up on Daima would stun lock the shit out of me. Also, what cliffhanger? Where was did I close my eyes during that part?
Yeah, they're referring to them finding the other third eyes, basically.
What? That's a gag.
Yeah.
That's just a joke. I mean, I guess it could potentially play into stuff, but I don't think it's a cliffhanger.
Oh, wait. No. Levi, never mind. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I want to report correctly. Why do I keep
cite our sources?
Why do I keep seeing people talk about Daima season 2? The story literally concluded. Why would there be a second season?
Wow, you almost framed his shit.
My bad. It is a response from another friend though. So hang on. I promise I wasn't like just totally lying here. I responded and said the only reason would be if they couldn't come to an agreement on Super 2, in which case they would continue Daima because that's all they can do. And an ongoing anime is better overall for the series, I imagine. And then Nort responded and said, I mean, the fact that Daima also ended on a cliffhanger. So yeah, but he was referring to Levi actually responded and said exactly what you just said. Breaker says, what cliffhanger? And Levi said, I assume he means the third eye being sold in that shop, but that was just a gag. Look at you, man.
Hey, damn.
Levi.
Damn, you almost got him smoked, bro.
I did, but it was actually Nort. It was actually Nort that.
I mean, they not, and that's not me saying they couldn't continue Daima. Like Daima could still go on. I mean, you know, just I don't think they left anything on the table. Like, I don't even know what they would really do. They'd have to introduce a whole new demon enemy, or something. I mean, it wouldn't even be exciting to go back to the world. Like the world was juiced. Like it was just juiced dry.
I mean,
in the most boring way possible, considering that World 2 was nothing, and World 3 was just poverty people, I guess. I don't know.
All right, bro. I like how you're slyly doing what I was doing earlier. Like,
it's hard. Well, that one, dude, I gotta take a fair shot because what is left in the world, bro? World 3 is demons, which is cool, but they have collars, which never get addressed. But I'm sure they're gone now. Like,
dude, can I hang on?
You're right.
There are genuinely people that do think it is Diamond 2, and I wish I would have bookmarked this to bring this up. And if you're the one that it's your tweet, let me know, tag me. I want to see this again. But somebody brought up, apparently there are actual concept art. This concept art that was literally created for Gohan for Daima, but was never used. And there are people that are doing this big brain shit, and they're saying, oh, that's because there's going to be a season 2. Like, that's why we never saw Gohan in the series, because he's going to be a big part of season 2. And I'm like, I'm just not like, Daima was this cool one-off thing, bro. Let's continue Super, right? Like, it's time. Let's get into Super. We have 2 really good arcs sitting there ready to be animated. And it just, why not? Like, why would you not do that? Why would you not do that?
Yeah, nah. I mean, I agree. I think I don't even think it's Daima. I think Daima's done and over with, like for good. I don't even know. I don't even know what the point of Daima was.
It was,
but I think it's pretty much over. I think, yeah, I don't know.
Daima was.
It was just like a fun little spinoff.
Daima was literally like, hey, we can't do anything with the Super because the IP is in like this really weird spot. So let's do something. And they're like, hey, let's just redo GT. We can do that. Sure. So the other thing that points probably more to Super coming back, and this is definitely maybe pulling the straws, but I don't think so, is One Piece got an announcement that it is going to become seasonal. It's no longer going to just be being weekly and then going on some hiatuses. It is literally going officially seasonal. So with that in mind, I just have to believe that is probably in part because they are doing something with Dragon Ball. Like, I feel like again, this is a huge podcast moment, but I feel like I saw like reports of essentially the animators are literally just busy working on One Piece, so they literally couldn't do anything with Dragon Ball anyway. I don't know if that's real or not, but I saw that. And so my cope is that One Piece going seasonal is so that they can literally do more with Dragon Ball. Thoughts?
Yeah, no, I mean, hopefully, maybe, I'd like that. Also, I more so just want to jump in and say, because I texted you this when you told me, first official One Piece win of the entire series, bro. Congratulations to One Piece fans. This is huge. I'm glad it's going seasonal. This is more just me talking about One Piece itself, but
are there any weekly
pacing
with One Piece being gone? Are there any weekly anime left, or is it all seasonal?
No, and they should never exist again. I mean, that was a horrible time.
After seeing Daima, like, I don't want. I mean, I think we've had a disagreement on this. I don't want Super to be weekly. I would much rather, like, let's get the Moro arc in 2026 and then get like the Granola arc in 2027, and it's like it's just arcs, like in spurts, and it's nice, clean, no filler, beautifully animated. Like it just is what it is. I'd much rather be that than this ongoing every single week for like 130 weeks straight or something. You know? Yeah,
I don't know if I ever said I would want it to be ongoing, but if I did, that opinion is incorrect, bro. That opinion is incorrect. I would want it to be seasonal. I would love to hear why I said that, because that sounds horrible.
If somebody find the clip, find the episode. We've done a lot.
I'm trying to think, why would I want it to be weekly? I do know, because maybe I was thinking like, because I am the type of guy that I think more is just better. Like I do have the opinion that Dragon Ball should just go on forever.
That's what you said. I think that might be what you said.
But I don't know if I would ever say that about a weekly ongoing anime, because it's never it's never more. Like, it's always just gonna be like more shit. But maybe that was my logic, but that was bad logic. Not good logic.
Dude, could you imagine
that was the
moral arc animated like Daima?
I think it would be. I mean, it would be better than Diamond Tire. Shit. Come on now. Come on now.
Let's just move on for that. All right. So there are 2 announcements though. We've talked enough about this. The 2 where I'm fully on board. I think that's what's coming. And if it isn't, I'll be happy to watch what they might do with Daima, because the one thing that I think held Daima back for a lot of people was literally them becoming kids again. I don't really know why they thought. Like, apparently in an interview they said that they thought that would, reinvigorate people's interest or something. I don't know. They thought like it'd be a cool callback to GT, but Goku becoming a kid's like the worst part of GT. Like,
and nobody liked that in GT either.
Yeah.
No American I've ever met, at least.
So all that to say, if they did do Daima 2, the kid trope is done. So they would be adults the entire time. So I do think like if we did a sequel to Daima, it would be fun. I don't know what they would do. Still think it was a fumble by not just calling it Dragon Ball Z. Maybe they couldn't because of rights. But if Daima was just branded Z, since it was literally just a continuation of like 6 months after Z, I think it would have done a lot better. But what do I know? Anyways, movie announcement, presumably a movie announcement, and there's been rumblings of a movie anyway for some time. What would you want it to be? A retread of a previous villain or something completely new?
I like the retread stuff. Not that I know in Daima I said I want new stuff, but I if they're gonna just continue with Super, I mean, we're getting new stuff anyway, like Moro animated. I wouldn't mind whatever the movie is, it has to be canon. That, first of all, that's what it needs to be more than anything. I'm not trying to see no filler anime bullshit. If they come out with a filler anime bullshit after Demon Slayer and their last 2 Super movies, which were canon, and then Demon Slayer and then Chainsaw Man, nobody wants to see some random shit. It has to happen in the timeline.
I think that's
so.
Dead,
that's pretty much it.
Would you not agree that the era
it should be dead? It should be dead.
The era of movies basically meaning nothing and meaning these weird side stories, I think those are pretty much dead. I got to see Demon Slayer, by the way. Thunder and I went and watched Demon Slayer. It was good. It was a little same complaint I've seen everyone else have. It was a little flashback heavy.
Yeah, well, it was a little anime episode-y. Like, it was more just anime episodes together.
Yeah. And like when I saw people complaining, and I mentioned this to Lotus, and Lotus pointed this out, was like, basically that is the show. But I think the thing is when you're sitting there watching a 2.5 hour long movie, it sticks out way more than when it's like a little part of the episode. Because like when you're watching 2.5 hours, it's kind of like watching, I don't know, almost 10 episodes straight in a way. It's like, well, okay, this is our 5th flashback. like holy shit, man, I just want to see him swing that fucking sword at his neck already. Like, let's go. Even
then, like, it's a lot of flashback. It's harder to do in a movie format, like you're saying. But even if you're just like a normal person, I think this is a very normal critique to have, because my friends came out, they're like, yeah, we like the movie, but again, there's some Akaza stuff in the movie, no spoilers, but it's just like, man, that shit would not end, huh? Like
that was just really long. I think I nodded off for a small second during that section. Like,
also, my old man critique. Well, actually, it's not even old. I was gonna give the movie some credit, but I had to take a piss break, bro. I never go to the bathroom during movies. I will hold it and struggle.
Yeah.
During that movie, I was like, all right, I'm getting fucking out of here. It helps that I read the manga, so I knew I was like, all right, I'm good. Like I have a few minutes where I'm probably good. But Jesus Christ, great movie though. Not complaining. Also, I'm on board with the 3 movie thing, so I'm all in on Demon Slayer. I think they made the right call. But Chainsaw Man, now that's a fucking anime movie right there. It felt more like a movie, more stuff like that. A nice conclusive art. I don't know if you've seen the Chainsaw Man movie, but
I have not yet. No, but I
pretty
want
fun
to.
Stuff.
So,
pretty good stuff on that
Which
one.
would you say is better? Chainsaw Man?
I mean, if you're asking me as a movie, Chainsaw Man. If you're asking me as like a, as like a hype experience, I guess I would go Demon Slayer. Like if you wanted to bring some buddies to an Avengers Endgame shit, then I think Demon Slayer would win. But as a film, probably Chainsaw Man by far.
Okay. Yeah, dude, that movie, like visually, I'm like, how the fuck did they do some of this? Like that movie looked so insane, and the sound design was really good. And we specifically made sure to go watch the dub because I wanted to hear our good friend Alejandro Saab Sayu on the big screen, and that was pretty damn cool. But anywho, back to the movie stuff. I mean, my obvious one, and it's honestly like if I had to just choose one to bring back that they've not brought back, it would be the easiest decision ever, and that's Cooler. Like I think that Cooler, and I'm not even caught up on the manga. I've read the superhero arc. I know it's really stupid. I've not read Granola. I've not read Moro. And if this is coming back, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I really wanted to read it, and I've been holding out all this time so I can get pure raw reactions to this shit. Purely for content's sake, I won't lie. And it might finally, all these years, be paying off, Doto. So I might actually get, I don't know a lot of the integral shit of these two arcs, but I do know about Black Frieza. And I feel like something that involves like them two together in some way, like that would be like so sick. And you give Cooler, you bring him back and you give him some bomb ass transformation. Fuck, man. Oh
no, I agree. Cooler's the last big one left that I think people would actually really care about.
I see people say Janemba a decent amount, but
Janemba would be a fun one to do. Like they should have just done Janemba for Daima, like the same idea of like evilness. That was I think honestly, I was one of those people after Daima blew it. Like I thought Goma was transforming into a Janemba, like a Janemba like.
Nah, dude, a Pride Trooper, man. Come on.
Yeah, bigger Goma. Wow, fun stuff.
Dude,
Great.
This is a whole nother. I gotta go off on a tiny tangent, Nato. For some reason, Dokkan heads believe that when SSJ4 Goku comes out, he's gonna be paired with Goma. And I'm like, why the fuck are they pairing him with Goma when adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is right there? Like, I don't think anybody cares about Goma like that. Like he is not an anniversary level character to me. Would you agree? Goma.
I mean, no, I wouldn't say is. I don't know how Dokkan works if they like to pair heroes and villains like that, but if I wanted to make the most money, I'm not throwing Goma up there with them.
Exactly. Thank you.
To be fair, I don't shit, I ain't gonna be honest. I don't know if I wanted to make the most money, I don't know if I'm using anything from Daima, but it would be Super Saiyan 4, and I guess I would go with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
You guess. All right, man. I won't lie. Of those two, I mean, I'm biased as hell, but of those two, the SSJ 3 Vegeta, because I rewatched the episode again not that long ago. SSJ 3 Vegeta is just so sick, man. He's so sick. Anywho, yeah, Cooler would be the movie announcement for me. If they went with, it's like you said, if they went with anything that's not a retread, obviously I can't even fathom that, but it would need to be something that makes sense within, you know, whatever timeline that they're doing and actually be canonical. I've also seen people say if Daima were to come back or be involved in any way in either of these two announcements, they would want it to attach itself to Super indefinitely. And I don't know. Thoughts on the whole Daima rolling into Super thing.
I mean, I would say I agree. That would make it way more interesting, but I mean, it would also be so like they did no work on Daima's end, so it would make it ass. But if Daima, like, no, I mean, if you want my, I would just leave Daima as its own thing. Like, I would never touch it again. It would just be its own little spin-off universe where maybe if there's ever some legal issues, we can tap into it again.
Yeah,
but to be honest, that's its own thing. That's like its own mini celebration series, never to be touched again.
I've asked you this question multiple times, and I don't think they'll do this, but I got to ask it again since we're potentially approaching an actual announcement for Super. Would you take, and I know you've said this multiple times, but if it's for real coming back, would it bug you if we did get the retread of Broly? Is that
in an anime form? Absolutely.
Yeah. But
that would piss me off.
But is it a worthy set? Is it a worthy addition just to have the show be back?
I mean, if they sat me down at a table and said, we're only bringing it back if we can do this, then I would say yes. But I'm not even going to lie, I would probably watch the first 3 episodes and then drop it until the new stuff started happening. Like, I am not going to watch that shit.
I would watch it. Just because, again, presuming it would be animated really well, and I love the Dragon Ball Super Broly story. So I would watch it more so. Like, again, I've to this day not seen every episode of the ROF and Battle of Gods sagas. Like, I've still not to this day watched them because I just didn't care. There was no point. I just picked up after ROF was done, which was it U6 into the copy Vegeta stuff with like Gotenks and all of that, or was that before U6?
No, I think I'm gonna be honest. So I don't remember.
The anime actually is getting old, man. It's like those episodes are no joke, like 10 years old. Like, that was a long time ago. A lot of life has been lived since then. Either way, I picked up around that time because I was just like watched it and was like, this is ugly, and I don't really care about this story as much as I thought I did.
Yeah, no, I think that's the common experience. That's exactly what I would do with Broly. I'd watch it. I go, this doesn't look as good as the movie. But I put it down and I'd move on.
Though I think it would.
The movie looks great. The only part I would be interested is whatever they use the CG dolls in Broly. I'd watch that scene. Like, that scene would be upgraded because they'd probably draw it.
CG dolls. Are you referring to when they go blue? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, like when honestly they used it in the famous blue scene, like where they're swirling around together and then they do the beam. Like, I remember even at the time watching that movie, I'm like, it doesn't look bad, but why did we cheap out on this scene? Like, what? Like, this seems like a pretty important one.
I think they're just obsessed. I think they're just obsessed with that CG shit, which is why we got a whole movie.
Which is good, CG. But the thing is, it looked way better in Superhero. Like, it looked way better, in my opinion.
Yeah, Superhero did look really good. Doto, now that we're here, I wanted to ask you this because I feel like you're someone that cares about this a lot, and I wanted to bring this up before anything else. Did you see this absolute Batman thing wanting, I believe, is it Trigger? Is that who animated the Cyberpunk series, Edge Runners?
I think so.
Did you see that the creator of Absolute Batman said he would love for that studio to animate an Absolute Batman series?
I did not, but he is based. So, I mean, I didn't see that because I would have retweeted it, but I think that's awesome. I think the world would love Absolute Batman because I thought comics were corny for the longest time, but that shit is cool. Kind of fell off. Nano, it's so, now that you brought it up, that shit would do nuclear damage to the comic. The comic book industry is not ready to be popular again. Can I go on a little tangent, bro?
Let's
Absolute Batman is too popular now. I cannot find if a new issue comes out and you don't pre-order it, which I don't because I guess I just don't care enough. Good luck ever finding it out in the wild, bro. The entire section is just cleared out. Everything Absolute DC is gone, reduced to atoms.
Really?
If an anime came out,
popular, like what?
Dude, it's reduced. Like there, you'll see all the Marvel books, all the. I'm not even shitting on certain companies, but I'm just saying, like, you'll see all the books, and then you'll go over to the Absolutes, and it is like just picked clean. There will be like a few. Again, Absolute Batman is gone. There's nothing there. But there will be a few like Absolute Martian Manhunter, a few Absolute Wonder Womans, a few, Absolute Supermans, like random issues, not in order. You won't be able to pick up like a few in a row. So I'm like weeks behind on Absolute Batman right now. Because I just can't. I can't buy them. I can't find them.
Interesting.
Also, buying comics online still sucks.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like there's not like one super popular site. You kind of just got to pick your favorite niche one, at least from what I've seen.
Well, then I didn't realize you hadn't seen that yet. Well, there you go. Yeah, apparently, it's actually the primary character designer and artist of Absolute Batman that said this, but it's Studio Trigger that did Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which I am one episode away from finishing at this point. And that show is crazy, dude. I won't lie. My one critique right now, and maybe they'll end the ending, is that it was super good up until episode 6. The last 3 episodes have been good, but it's like the time jump or whatever after episode 6, and David's gotten a little bit like bigger.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Has not been nearly as interesting to me as it was in the first 6 episodes, but I mean, I'm still intrigued. It's just the story felt a little bit, I don't know. I really enjoyed episodes 1 through 6 a lot. And these last 3 have not been quite as good to me, but maybe the ending will wrap it up. I haven't spoiled. I know at least something that happens in the ending. which it all makes more sense now that I'm here. But anywho, yeah, I've not read a single page of Absolute Batman, but seeing the designs and stuff, it looks really cool. So that Joker design looks insane.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit, and honestly, I can see it in my head. Like, there's scenes in the first, I think issue 5 was one of my favorites of Absolute Batman, and wow, if I can remember, it's either 5 or 6. There's scenes in there that in that like art style would go crazy. Like, I can see the building scene in my head now. Yeah, I hope that happens. I think that would do nuclear damage to the comic book industry, though. I don't think they're prepared for that.
Man, dude,
the supports just are not there.
Last night I was doing the thing that I think we've called Cordy on here before, but I was just curious. I was like going to the community hub to see how many people were in like some different games that I've played recently, and to a surprise, like, how many people do you think are in Cyberpunk like right now?
I'd say probably a decent bit. I would even guess 5,000.
Yeah, that's an undershot, brother. There's 25,760 people in that single player game that's 5 years old right now, Dotto. Like,
yeah, it's a good play whenever you want game. Like, I'm still getting through it.
Yeah, I agree. There is something about that game. I don't know, man. There's like an allure to that game that other games sometimes just aren't scratching for me. I don't know how to explain it. I'm still not finished that game. Like, to this day, I've still not beat it. But I just enjoy like hopping into it. But yeah, I was very surprised at that, and just adding to the fact that I know for a fact Edge Runners helped. Like, Cyberpunk was already super popular, but Edge Runners helped definitely increase.
Oh no, I literally I thought Cyberpunk was ass before I watched the show. And then I was like, okay, all right, this is kind of cool. They say Choom a lot. That's cool. All right, some Eddies, okay. It didn't help, dude. Cyberpunk was so overrated when it first was coming out. Like, not overrated, but overhyped. When I first saw, like, when I think it was tutorial footage, started leaking about the hand-to-hand combat, I was like, oh, this game finna be some ass. Holy.
They overpromise. That's really all it is. They just overpromise. That movement that was originally shown off, and especially in a massive open world with everything else they were doing, was just never going to be possible. So, yeah. Dotto, one final thing here. Last time we podcasted, because it was 2 months ago, Squadra did not exist yet. We've now got to do pretty much an entire season of Squadra, including a season 0. How are we feeling? What's the water temperature?
I still like Squadra. I'm still, playing it. I still have a lot of fun with it. Call me clairvoyant, but the only issue is I'm worried about the game's longevity, because you cannot sell Dragon Ball skins. Like, we are in season 1, and we've already got the actual outfits for the androids. They've done Torn Gi Goku a second time now. They've put Super Saiyan Vegeta in his Saiyan armor. When are they going to realize that they can't fucking sell a game like this? I don't know. But yeah, that's it. The game itself is still very fun, though.
Came under fire because you can't earn the new characters in the seasons that they drop. We will see in like 2 weeks, we will see exactly how they're handling them for free. I made a video discussing this. I mean, I do think the game should have allowed you to get them for free, but I don't think it's as big of a deal as people made it out to be for you having to spend money on them, since the game is literally free. At the rate of which they are releasing characters, I think I did the math, it would be maybe $40 a year or something like that to purchase every character in a year span. And if you're putting like hundreds or maybe even thousands of hours into a game, again, skins and cosmetics don't matter. People love to bring up the gacha element to that game. You don't have to touch that. It literally does nothing for you other than making you look fancier. But I'm on the side that, like, I guess for the competitive nature of it all, if a character is like really broken and you can't obtain them for like 2 months after they release, that does suck, especially if they end up nerfing them after you can get them for free. But in terms of just like getting out of that mindset of it being a MOBA and just thinking about this is a game you're throwing hundreds or thousands of hours into that you downloaded for free, and you can still obtain all the characters for free if you just play the game, lobbing like $40 at it is not that big of a deal. A lot of top comments, to be able to get all the characters for an entire year, by the way, characters cost, if you even buy the discounted pack, characters cost like $3 and some change. If you don't buy them at any discount, they cost $7. And I had a lot of comments talking about, well, think about the kids or think about the people that can't afford it. And we talked about it on this before, but gaming's a luxury, man. I mean, if you can't afford it, then just use the free characters. Like, the game is free, and you're probably using a device that costs way more than those characters anyway to play it. So how did you afford that device? Anyway, it is what it is. But I again, there was a lot of people in that video, Dotto. I don't know why I'm like, as if any of you that watch that video or watch this right now, a lot of people in that video somehow still saw me as the enemy, when my ultimate end goal of that video was basically telling the devs, just make the characters be obtainable for free, even if it's a grind. Like, what? Like, that was, I was like, I'm on y'all's side.
Whatever.
Yet you're all downvoting me and yelling at me for some reason, when I made a video that I just hoped would be like,
Stop downvoting and yelling at me, guys. What the fuck?
I mean, I'm not kidding. I was like, how did they take anything else away from this other than the fact that I was saying the character should be obtainable for free in the season and the time that it drops. That was essentially what I said, and somehow they were still mad at me, and I'm like, what? I'm like, how did we get this misconstrued? Anyway,
I think whatever Pokemon Unite does is what they should do. That just follow the industry standard on characters. But I'm with you. I don't really think, buying a DLC character ain't crazy, and they have free weeks. So I guess I don't really matter. I would probably, if it was me, I'd just do it like League, where you could eventually grind a character after a long, long time.
I mean, I'm going to assume
a resource.
They'll change it at some point.
Yeah,
I think that this team is open to feedback, which is why I actually made that video, and I'm assuming that they will change it at some point. I think that's kind of the cool thing about a game like this, is they can pivot and change and do a lot of different things from what they are. And I think they're just testing the waters essentially. But yeah, I also am with you, like, the monetization of the game. I mean, all the complaining of the characters not being obtainable for free, but again, if there's no money being spent on the free game, then the free game shuts down. So yeah, it's still, I was talking to Diddy about this yesterday, it's still he was like, it's fallen pretty bad. And I was like, I mean, yesterday when I checked, it was still pulling like 26 or 2,700 players on PC, and I was like, that's, again, I would have loved for it to be a little bit higher, but that, to me, on a game like this, is really not terrible. Because, yeah, I don't know. This is such a niche game. Dragon Ball IP MOBA, like, it's a very niche game in of its rights. If you had to give it a score, though, right now after season 1, what do you think you'd give it?
I don't know. My enjoyment of it is like an 8, but to be honest, I wonder how long it's gonna last. I do wonder how long it's gonna last.
I feel like
it's such a good game. I think it's good. Like, I think it's fun. I wonder if because the thing is, I just want to talk about this, because if the game dies, I want to say, like, I'm not here saying like, nah, it's gonna last forever, but I think I would be sad if the game dies, just because, like, damn, man, like, it really is. I can't believe it's not on Xbox as well. I guess they don't really give a fuck, but dude, it's so good. I think it's quality stuff, and they just can't sell it. They can't sell anything, Nano. Like, there's nothing you could sell here. If they don't sell the characters, they're totally fucked. Like, the costumes are already running out. What do you make money on? Like, what is the goal?
That was basically my very yapification way of saying, like what else are you buying in this game? Like, again, people love to throw the gacha element up, but I just don't like. I load into a lot of games where people don't have anything. Like, the character's just staring dead face at you. I don't think a lot of people care about that part. I would love to see how much this game has made in the last 2 months of it, being out. And I'm going to guess it's probably not a ton.
I would guess it probably isn't either. Like, who is real? Like, I'll roll for, like, the smartest thing they did was maybe the finishers. Like, I do think what extra they could sell, like, the finishers are a cool way to do it. Like, I get excited to get a finisher or, an MVP screen, I guess, but not really. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I feel like I've not played this game as much as I thought I would, though. I will say that. I thought I would be, like, streaming this game, like, nonstop and just constantly playing it, and I've not played it as much as I thought I would. I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, I have 70 hours on it. If I 75 actually. I'm getting my time out of it.
Let me see. Mine is a little bloated. I accidentally left the game open for like a decent amount. I have 65 hours. I think I'm probably closer to about 55. I don't know. I would have also given it an 8, by the way. Of course, you had to take that before me. But I think all things considered, like if I actually scored this, like truly, and I ran like a website and had to give it a score, I'd probably say it's like a 7 out of 10. Which is the exact score IGN gave Sparking. And people lost their minds over.
Oh, and I bet they never came back. I bet they never came back to that one. I always, I feel bad for IGN. They're working a thankless job. They just get dunked on no matter what they say.
Yeah, you are definitely correct. Anyways, Dotto, I feel like I hear some music or something. I don't know.
Oh, is that the music? I was wondering. It's been so long. I haven't heard that, and that dulcet tone. My goodness.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate you guys. There's going to be another podcast on the screen here in a second. You can click on it if you haven't seen that one, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.